Hey, what's up, my friends? It's Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NBA here for you today on Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. We got NBA player prop spreads predictions here for you today. We're going to have 5 picks that I think are great value bets for this Wednesday NBA slate. As always, we'd just like to thank you guys all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 8,000 subscribers. You guys have been absolutely killing it here with the support, so I appreciate all of you guys. Just wanted to say that. Make sure you guys check us out on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at StraightFirePicks for more picks content, recaps, things like that. I also post our ladder challenges up there as well. Drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section for today. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, guys, now it's time for a shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So as always, you can see this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a join button down below. We'll also have a link in the comment section description for that. The cost of it is $3.99, and what you get with that is early access to our picks. So basically, whenever I'm done with the research and notes, I post them up in the community tab for our Straight Fire MVPs. So basically, you can review all our notes, the best lines, and things like that before the video goes live. It's usually a couple hours in advance of the video, if you guys are interested in taking advantage of that. Shout out to our newest Straight Fire MVP, Ryan Zaniga. Appreciate you for signing up. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all of you guys. You guys absolutely rock. And I couldn't do it without you, genuinely. So let's get after it, though, today, guys. Let's do a quick recap from yesterday. So yesterday we ended up going 2-2. Honestly, you know, lately those are kind of our bad days, which is absolutely fine. We're 42-20 in our last 62 NBA picks. Our bad days usually are about 2-2 lately. So we'll definitely take that, guys. We were probably a little fortunate to get there with the Knicks spread. We had the Knicks minus 4.5 spread. They get there super late and cover our 4.5, winning the game by 5 versus the Nets. But I was happy we were able to cover that. And CJ McCollum over 27.5 PRAs. That was an easy cash for us. He ended up finishing close to 40. And then we missed on Jamal Murray under 25.5 points. He had a mission early on in the game, guys. Olivia had like 12 points in the first quarter. Kind of knew that was cooked early. And then Jeremy Grant under 3.5 rebounds. He ends up finishing with 5. All 5 in the first half, and he had 0 in the second half. I still think that play is very playable, by the way, guys. It's just one of those times. Sometimes it's going to go against you. Unfortunately, last night it did. So let's bounce back today, though. We didn't have any comment cappers I saw that hit anything. We didn't have many call-outs at all, though. So make sure you drop your favorite pick down below. Aside from that, let's get back after today, though, guys. Let's get a 5-0 sweep. We'll also have our ladder challenge later, so be sure to look for that. But let's get right into our picks today, guys. At number 1, we got Vince Williams Jr. Over 12.5 points here for the Memphis Grizzlies, plus 100 odds on MGM. Love this line, guys, for Vince Williams. As you know, the Grizzlies dealing with a lot of injuries. No Ja Morant, no Marcus Smart, no Desmond Bane. So that means a lot of volume and opportunity for our boy Vince Williams here. And here this line is just still a little bit too low for me. He's 4 out of 5 in his last 5 games to this line, including 2 out of 3 on the road. And really, his volume and trust with his teammates is only going to build as time goes. He's a very good defender as well, so he ends up getting a lot of minutes due to that as well, which we like seeing that. He's averaging over 10 shots per game in his last 5 games and over 5 free throw attempts per game. So he's getting to the foul line as well. He can definitely drive to the basket. He can shoot the 3. And I think, in this particular matchup with the Heat, who, he allowed the 15th most points to shooting guards, the 11th most to small forwards. He mixes and matches at those positions. So I think he'll be able to take advantage of some of those matchups on the outside and at least be able to get a line like this. Very reasonable line for him here. And like I said, his volume's only going to get higher as he goes. We saw him shoot 11 times. He was 7-11 from the floor, including getting to the foul line as well. Like I said, I obviously love seeing that. Starting shooting guards, guys, 3 of the last 4 to their points line versus the Miami Heat. So we like seeing that. So obviously, I think in this matchup here, I think Vince Williams is going to have a chance to go off and at least get us over this line and hopefully well above this line. So love it there, guys, for number 1 pick. We got Vince Williams Jr. over 12.5 points here for the Memphis Grizzlies, plus 100 odds on BetMGM. Okay, and at number 2, we got Jeremy Grant under 5.5 rebounds and assists, plus 110 odds on Bet365. So yeah, we're taking a little bit of a different angle here. I love both lines. Under an assist, under and rebounds, I love both. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put them together because I think here it's going to give us a little bit more opportunity if he's totally skipping in one category and say he starts grabbing, rebounds like he did last game. He's under in 6 of his last 10, 8 out of his last 10 on the road. The 2 that he cashed the over on in the last 10 on the road, he landed on the hook with 6, including yesterday, like I talked about. So we talked about the 5 rebounds he had in the first half versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. He had 0 in the second half. And for the game, he had 1 assist on 2 potential assist opportunities. So his chances total, if you look at his opportunities yesterday, technically he had 8 rebound chances, converting 5 of those. And he had 2 assist chances, converting 1 of those. So 10 chances altogether. So basically he's got to get 6 out of 10 if he were to get 10 chances. The thing with me though, guys, I don't think he's going to get the same amount of rebound chances this game. I really don't. On a consistent basis, you should see him get about 5 to 6 rebound chances, and the assists should be about 2 to 3. Really doesn't get a lot of assist looks either. Possibly 2 to 4. So basically what I'm saying here in this matchup, I'm anticipating him getting a little bit less than 10 chances. Maybe 8 to 9 chances altogether, which you would have to convert 6 of those, which is a very high percentage, which I don't see that happening. We have blowout potential here, guys. The spread here is set to 10.5 now. The Blazers gave the Thunder everything they wanted yesterday. So that was part of what happened yesterday. The Blazers played surprisingly well on the road against the Thunder, which I was very surprised at how close that game was. But here's the spread again, set to 10.5. The books don't have a lot of faith in the Blazers still yet. It's a back-to-back for them, against a pretty solid Rockets team, especially at home. So I expect this. I think this could definitely be a blowout again, particularly with the back-to-back. And overall, matchup-wise, this is in a good position here for Grant. Rockets allow the 11th fewest rebounds to small forwards and the 4th fewest assists to small forwards. Overall, they just don't allow a lot of assists at all. This is a pretty good defensive team, which I like seeing that. Like I said, we talked about what he did last night, as far as the chances on that. And again, I think his lines are still very playable. All his lines on the under are playable. Didn't really want to put his points in there. His points line's 18.5. I think that's about right. I think they got that line right. So, love the value here, though, guys. Love it here for our number 2 pick. We got Jeremy Grant, under 5.5 rebounds and assists, plus 110 odds on Bet365. Okay, and at number 3, we got LaMelo Ball, over 27.5 points here for the Charlotte Hornets, minus 115 odds on Caesars. So yeah, the books had to adjust his line. Obviously with Terry Rozier getting traded, the inference here is that you're going to see a lot more volume from LaMelo Ball, and I 100% agree with that. Rozier in his own right was a very high volume shooter, so shots are going to go somewhere, and it makes the most sense for him to go to Ball, particularly in this matchup. Pistons allow the most points, 2-point guards in the NBA, so obviously we like seeing that. I think here, once again, they're going to have a hard time with LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball, obviously very skilled. I think he's going to have a great chance to go over to. Even though his line's high, like I said, the amount that this dude shoots and that you can expect him to shoot, really his line should be higher. His line should be like 30.5 or 31.5, especially for this matchup. Ball 8 out of his last 10 to this line without Terry Rozier. 12 of 14 for the season without Terry Rozier in the lineup. So that's obviously very good. That's what we're looking at there. We'd love to see that. I'm expecting the volume for Ball to be anywhere from 22 to 30 shot attempts. For real. That's about what you can expect from him tonight. He's going to be firing a lot of shots. Now, whether he makes them or not, it's going to come down to LaMelo Ball, right? The volume, the matchup are both going to be there, I believe. We're not even talking about his free throw attempts, which he's going to get some free throw attempts in there as well. He does get to the line at a pretty high rate. But I think here, guys, I just think Ball is going to absolutely have a chance to go off here versus the Pistons in this matchup and look for him to be very aggressive. Like I said, love the spot. The fact that the matchup we got and the fact that there's no Terry Rozier, I think is going to send Ball over. So love this for our number 3 pick, guys. We got LaMelo Ball over 27.5 points here for the Charlotte Hornets, minus 115 odds on Caesars. Again, at number 4, we got Damian Lillard, under 11.5 rebounds and assists, minus 120 odds on PointsBet. So we got Lillard, guys, 4 of his last 10 to the under, 4 of his last 10 to the under at home. We don't really love those trends, right? That's not exactly what we're looking for. So what is it that we like here? Love the matchup. The matchup in versus Cleveland, he's gone under in both games versus the Cavs this year, but logs is 6 and 7. What am I saying there? He's not even close to this line, guys. He hasn't even sniffed this line as far as hitting the over versus the Cavs. And the Cavs have maintained this level pretty much all season. They've allowed the 2nd fewest rebounds the second fewest assists to point guards over the last 7 games. For the season, they're allowing the fewest assists to point guards and the 13th fewest rebounds to point guards. So overall, this is just not an advantageous matchup for Damian Lillard at all. I definitely think he'll go under today. If I had to lean one, I might like a little more. It would definitely probably be the assist. But I also don't think he's going to get the rebounds either. I think in this particular spot, like I said, Lillard's going to go under here in a tough matchup with the Cavs. Right now, FanDuel's got this minus 128 for under 11.5. So that line could definitely move down to 10.5, which I still like it at 10.5. Like I said, take your best line where you can get it. Right now on PointsBet, minus 120 is your best line. Books may adjust. Like I said, I still like the under 10.5 as well. It's hard to imagine him going over in this matchup, guys. I think he's just going to have a hard time in this matchup here with the Cavs. So, love it there for number 4 pick. We got Damian Lillard, under 11.5 rebounds and assists, minus 120 odds on PointsBet. Okay, and finally at number 5, we got the Phoenix Suns, minus 2.5 spread here versus the Dallas Mavericks, minus 110 odds on FanDuel. A lot of factors I love here, guys. You got injuries for the Mavericks here. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Seth Curry, all listed as questionable for this game with various injuries there. So we could see one, maybe even 2 of these guys miss tonight's game, and obviously that would benefit us. Mavericks are already, I think, going to have a hard time keeping up with the Suns team, who is finally fairly healthy for the most part. The Suns have won their last 6 games, including the last 3 on the road, all by double figures. So they've won by 14, 11, and 18 versus the Lakers, Blazers, and Pelicans on the road. So we like seeing that. Pelicans are a very good team, especially at home. So the fact that they totally annihilated them at home kind of tells us what we need to know. The Suns are finally coming into focus, right? They're finally starting to hit their peak here with this lineup of Durant, Beal, Booker, Nurkic, and Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen's playing great as well. If he's playing great, who do you stop? Seriously, who do you stop in this lineup? You got Bradley Beal, Durant, Booker, and even the other 2 players have been playing pretty decent too with Nurkic and Grayson Allen there. It's a very tough lineup to stop. If they're all clicking, they're all playing together, it's just hard to imagine anybody that should be able to beat this team. And especially, the Mavericks have had issues lately just staying healthy. Doncic and Irving on the floor seems like a rarity these days. One of them seems like they're out, just about every game. So that's been the problem right now for the Mavs, staying healthy, trying to keep the lineup on the floor. And even with Irving and Doncic, who else they got besides that? There isn't a lot of depth there for the Mavericks. Maybe that's helping them out for a later push later on in the season, get some of these players developed. But right now, I think this is a tall order, especially this close of a spread. We've seen them, Suns win 11 of the last 14 meetings, which, I'm going to be honest, isn't all that relevant. The only relevancy would be probably the meeting this year, and the Mavs actually beat them by 14 in that first matchup. But for that matchup, they didn't have Nurkic or Beal for that, and we haven't seen the cohesion that they had. They were having all sorts of problems with everybody early on in the season. Like I said, they were just barely above 500 with this lineup. They had injury problems. So they're finally healthy. They're finally figuring out their roles together. And that's, I think got a lot to do with the 6-game winning streak. And they're really starting to settle in. And I'm excited to see what the Suns team's going to do. I think they got a lot of potential here going forward. So love it there, guys, for number 5 pick. We got the Phoenix Suns minus 2.5 spread here versus the Dallas Mavericks. Minus 110 odds on FanDuel. Alright, guys, it's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 8,000 subscribers. As always, I appreciate all of your guys' support. Make sure you guys check back later for our ladder challenge. We're likely going to have day 1 out a little bit later today, probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock Eastern time, I'm hoping. I'm probably going to go with some different plays than what we got here because I don't like being doubly invested. Like we were last night with the ladder. We took 2 of our plays last night. I'm going to look for some different things and maybe some different variances. Maybe even know the plays that we have, but just something a little bit different. So, appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Follow us on social media. Check out our Discord. Absolutely free. And check out our MVP program as well if you guys are interested in that. Other than that, it's going to do it for me. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.